Really don't like these. Really don't like these Stadler markers. Oh, I need I got my Tombow. I don't ever think anybody watches on Instagram. What's up, Martin? Martin, you seem to be getting to a lot of shows, man. I see you traveling all over the place. You're gonna have to start a travel vlog of what it's like to be in all these different places. That's pretty cool. But what's more cool than that is to be able to have somebody that believes in your work enough that they're willing to do that type of stuff for you. And you seem to have found a good partnership with, was it Agents of Slab or whatever, I think? Like, dude, that's pretty badass. If they believe in you that much, then it's pretty cool. Dude, I get it. I mean, not to say that you're not, but you got to strike while you're hot, because at some point you won't be hot, and then shit will be dried up. So get it where you can, and I don't blame you. Shit. I'll be at Heroes next weekend. Yeah. This will be my first time going back to Heroes since like 2015. No, maybe 14 or 15, maybe even 13. I don't know. I haven't been to Heroes in a long time. I haven't been to Heroes Con since I started doing comic books. Like, I went to Heroes when I was just doing fan art and graphic design and sketch cards. Like, that's the Bryan that went to Heroes last time, was sketch card Bryan. And it didn't work out to me because people didn't give a shit about sketch cards. Kind of still don't. So I'm using this now. I haven't used this on anything before, so I'm trying it out. This is the Sharpie S Gel. When you buy them, they have like a little wax ball on the end of them. But we're going to see. I mean, it looks like it works fine. I was just looking for something because this pen is a waste of fucking money. Right on. Heroes is a big deal. I've always said that Heroes for me was probably like looked at as the networking show. Like, that's where I think you can get a lot of you can probably try to get a lot of networking done. Meet and ask questions of people, you know. I mean, on top of that, you could probably get some books signed. It's tough for me not to go to shows like Heroes and not spend money. I want to make money, but shit, man, I like comic books too. It makes it tough. Looks like this pin can get away from you. Most of this guy's metal, so it's just going to be a matter of rendering. What's up, Robert? Trying to knock out another commission before Hero's gone. I waited till the last minute to get this done before Heroes, and then now I've got to do it. Oh man, this cover doesn't look like it's going to take markers very well. That's not good because he wanted this color. I don't know much about Mega Man either. This is Mega Man Zero. I'm not sure if that's the name of the character. So I had to make sure I had the commissioner send me pictures so I knew exactly which character it was. And even with those, the details for me weren't very clear whether or not some of them have him with a gun as the other hand. Some of them have no hands with a gun. And so it's very difficult to figure out what is the proper thing, because when you do stuff like this where it's a like an IP you're not familiar with, or it's easily to distinguish those that don't know. I always try to make sure that I do at least enough research so that it doesn't look like I completely just phoned it in, or I want, you just hate being called out for something that you could have Googled or whatever it is. If it's something that's unfamiliar. Hey, how about you go lay down or something? Nacho, lay down. Yeah, Nacho's being annoying because it's wet outside, and all day long, all she wants to do is go look at squirrels, and she'll just sit in the backyard forever and ever and watch squirrels until I come downstairs where I can't see when she wants to come in. And I don't want her to stay outside when she doesn't want to be, but I can't just walk upstairs every 3 seconds to check on her to see if she wants to come in. So it's difficult. Like when I want to be down here doing stuff, she has to be inside. Most of the time, she'll just go to sleep, though. But she seems to be a little antsy right now. Yeah, but I would do that, but the back door is all glass. Like it's like, what is it, 12 panes of glass, 12 little small panes of glass. I'd have to get a new back door. I don't know if I've made it clear, but I don't make a lot of money. So luxuries such as a doggy door are not in the cards. But yeah, I do know they exist and know that that would really help me out. But my door is not one that can be modified into such a thing. So that sucks. Yeah, this cover looks like it's going to be very difficult to work with once I get to the marker stuff. So we'll have to, at least it's taking the ink pretty well. So we'll just have to make sure that we do most of our work in ink and then just spot colors. Oh, right on, man. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I'm not sure if you're talking about the watercolor swamp thing that I did, or uh, like the I wish it was a cover swamp thing, because I think they both turned out well. Well, the easiest way to tell which one it was, does it look like a painting, or does it look like an illustration? Because the one that is all the one I did for illustration is like very, very green, and he's coming out of the swamp, and he's got all these trees around him and stuff. And then the one that I did as a watercolor has a lot of yellows and browns uh, and some splat marks and just random stuff going on. Looks more painterly as opposed to the one that looks more like an illustration. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Well, this is coming along fast. I don't think anybody ever watches on Instagram. Like they come by and then they like see that it's some dude drawing and they're like, boom, I'm out of here. All right. All right. I think we got most of the upper part done. What's up, Matthew? I'm feeling okay. I think I'm about, if I had to put a percentage on it, I would say that I'm about 75%. Definitely better than when I went to the emergency room. But I do think that if I had the surgery Saturday, that I would have been out of the hospital yesterday and already be on my way to feeling better and knowing that it can't happen again. Whereas the way it is now, it's a slow recovery and there's always the possibility it'll come back. But whatever, I'm just happy not to be in the same amount of pain I was Friday. Thank you, man. I'm gonna be okay until the one day that I'm not, and then I'll be like, "Oh man, who saw that coming?" Who's messaging me while I'm drawing? Can't you see that I'm trying to draw a picture? Hey man, how are you? All right. I've not found the other one, but this one has like. All right, then that's the watercolor one. Oh, man, have a good day, bro. Keep up. Thank you, Matthew. Dude, don't count yourself out, Robert. I just started doing watercolor work like a month ago. I had always just kind of told myself that painting wasn't for me. So I went into doing watercolors just to live in this world where I did not have control. And then I just leaned into it and started to learn how to control different amounts. So I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials on techniques and stuff like that. And so it's not something I've been practicing. Like I just started. So make sure you give yourself a fair shake at it. Oh, see, my stomach is still very tender, like the actual tummy part of my body. So just stretching it kind of hurts still. Oh, I had uh, Friday. I went to the emergency room and was told I had appendicitis, and that was very painful. And they were going to do surgery on me, but then they said, nope, we're just going to send you home with some antibiotics and see if that fixes it. And it's gotten better, but my stomach still is tender, still hurts. Lets me know there's still some inflammation. There's still some inflammation. Thank you, bud. Nacho, go calm down somewhere, buddy. Just relax. Take a load off. Stop trying to be so investigatory. All right. Where's my phone? 2J. Currently working on a Spider-Punk piece in Adobe Illustrator. Right on. I'd like to do that. I'll do that character at some point. I really enjoyed that character in in the movie. I think everybody did. It's not like that's a revelation. A little too long for me, but the kiddos needed all the. Yeah, I just wish it was a complete movie without having to be a. There was. They didn't even give you like a. I didn't like the way it ended. Like there was no tie-ups. There was no storyline was complete, and I feel that's not how a movie should be able to stand on its own, and that one certainly cannot. We did not solve any problems. Yeah, that's just I don't find that amusing in the least. That's cheap. And when you do that and you didn't tell anybody, you didn't say part one. It's not called Into the Spider-Verse part one. Then you kind of know, or Across the Spider-Verse, or whatever it is. Like you didn't call it a part one. You made everybody believe that it was a fully executed movie. And it was not. Yeah, this paper isn't taking markers too well, so we're going to be pretty limited in what we can pull off this way. So it's just not going to be all we wanted it to be. Thank you, Robert. I mean, I think it looks great. I just, it could be colored better if the paper, if the cover texture was better. But it doesn't seem to be wanting to take the marker ink very well, which makes my job. I try, but it's hard because see, it starts lifting up the ink and becoming. Look at that. That's a disgusting color that it's creating by smearing around the ink from my lines. So I don't know I don't know what to do. Yeah, there's not much you can do in this situation except just limit how much color you put on there because it's not, all these markers are going to do is chew up all the work you've done and muddy everything up. So you try not to do too much. And I saw that early on, so I knew that I was going to let all my ink work do the heavy lifting. If it doesn't take markers, no, don't worry about that. If it doesn't take markers, it's certainly not going to take watercolors. And I don't have like oil paints. I don't have a whole library of uh, I don't have a whole library of like mediums. I just have these markers are left over from when I was trying to do marker work. I haven't bought a new marker in I don't know how long. As soon as I can, I don't like coloring because I don't think I do it well, and it's expensive. See, look, this is fucking. It's don't get me wrong, it's getting the job done, but man, it's like fucking pulling teeth. All right, I think he's got like a purple diamond in his head, right? Oh, blue diamond. All right, so everything is red except for the silvery. That's white. That's white. These are white. And this is white. All right. Yeah, I just can't. I can't afford. I just can't afford it anymore. Oh shit, that's not even the fucking right part, is it? Nope. Let's see how this works. That's better. It's not great, but it'll. Usually my reds run out really fast. Please be red. Please be red. Yeah, I hope so, man. Heroes is usually fun. Like I was telling them earlier, is I haven't been to Heroes since I've actually started doing proper comic book work. The last time I was at Heroes, I was just a sketch card guy, and uh, I had been doing the Upper Deck sketch cards and some T-shirt designs, and I hadn't done any comic book work. So maybe I'll be a mildly bit successful. Well, I hope you're happy with this, man, because it is just about finished. I think that's, oh, no, this. Yeah, it's, what year did they make this? 2018. I feel like Marvel and DC had it figured out by 2018, but apparently Undone or Udon didn't get the memo. Udon didn't get the memo. Martin sent me around with a white crayon for the artists. I don't know a lot of artists that dislike black covers, and yeah, the black covers I'm not a big fan, like especially for a jam piece. Oh, this one seems to be. Let me see if I got another one. All right. I believe we are finished. There it is. All right. Well, thank you, Austin. We'll see you this weekend. Goodbye, Instagram. Bye. Thank you. See you guys eventually.